We're on the bus for history today in Baltimore, Maryland, specifically the Route 1 bus to Fort McHenry. The public transit here is very good and wheelchair friendly in this city, so we will not be using a car for the next week at all. It's either transit or walking for us. It's a bit of a walk from the bus stop to the visitor center. Once past the Visitors Center and the Guard, we find a way into the fort, which is famous for surviving a harrowing battle with the British in 1814 and inspiring Francis Scott Key to write a poem that would become our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. Fortunately, most of this centuries-old fort is wheelchair accessible.
And here's the powder magazine for the fort, and you can see where they stored all their gunpowder during the battle. This would not have been a good place for a bomb to hit, but it is towards the back of the fort where nothing really would get past the, they'd have to really get past the outer layers of defenses to get in here. This is where the regular soldiers slept in here, Tim.
For the barracks?
Yeah, these are the soldiers' barracks. See the bunk beds over here?
A lot nicer than Dockout.
Yeah, well, it's not for soldiers, not prisoners.
I know. I'm just using places we've been to as comparison.
Alright.
Afterward, we find an accessible path along the waterfront. Many families are here having picnics on this Sunday morning.
So we're sitting here on a sidewalk in Baltimore. Nothing especially to see here, but we're waiting for the Charm City Circulator, which is a free bus that they have here in Baltimore. It's going to take us to Fells Point, where we're going to go have some lunch and a beer. Maybe see what else is down there. And yeah, Baltimore can be a little grungy at times. Right over there seems to be the strip club district. But right across the street here is the Baltimore Police Station. So hopefully we don't get in trouble, but if we need help, it's right across the street, right, Tim?
Yep. Next, it's off to another very old and historic site, but this one is a little more intoxicating.
So we just got off the bus here and we're in Fells Point, and now we're going to walk over to the oldest bar in the United States, which is just down the street here, to go have some lunch and a beer. We're hoping it's going to be wheelchair accessible. And again, the cobblestones really give Tim some bumps here on these streets. We're going to go this way, Tim. Okay. We'll cross over. That's wheelchair accessible in theory anyway. And here we come to the Horse You Came In On Saloon. Okay, so we're here with Tim at the Horse You Came In On, the oldest saloon in the United States.
"240 years old, the Horse You Came In On has a more modern pub menu today.
Well, you got a crab cake sandwich, right? Yes. Crab cake sandwich for Letty. Or maybe a Krabby Patty. Would that be? Yes, it would. And then so Tim and I just got the regular burgers here with waffle fries. And of course our $3 Natty Bows. Can't forget those. You ready to dig in, Tim? Yeah, this is the last place I ground Poland.
Still looking for Baltimore history, we find it at the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Museum, just west of downtown, thinking an indoor museum would get us a little relief from the heat. We were wrong.
No railroad museum here in Baltimore. It's stifling in here. There are a lot of trains. And I think Letty's not going to be happy. What do you think, Tim?
Probably not.
Yeah. This is a replica of the Lincoln funeral train here. So what we're walking on here on this platform is the original right-of-way for the first railroad here in America, the B&O. So it started right here under this shed, and all the railroad tracks of America started out from here. This particular one started in Baltimore and went to the Ohio River. Here you can see one of the ramps that they have here to let you go up and take a closer look at the insides of the trains. The best part of this museum is in here where all the model trains are. Why? Because it's air conditioned. Ooh.
We'll be leaving here now and looking for another very historic site I've been waiting to see.
This is the street that Babe Ruth was born on, and then right here where they're doing the work and renovating is where he was actually born. This wasn't his house, this was his wife's parents' house, and she came home to mom and dad to have her baby. The house he lived in is actually where the baseball stadium is now. So here we are, we're in the house where Babe Ruth was born. This is the Babe Ruth birthplace and museum. And first of all, we have to watch a little movie that's going to start in 2 minutes. I guess about the history of Babe Ruth and the Star Spangled Banner, he said.
Well, it says the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah, the Star Spangled Banner in sports and how baseball came to be known with the Star Spangled Banner. So we're going to watch this movie and then go on to see where Babe Ruth was born on the other side of that wall right there. I think this must have been his parents' bedroom here. There's a copy of his birth certificate. See behind me, from that wall over there, maybe about 12 feet across, that's the entire width of the
Our day of history
house.
done, we walk over to the baseball stadium to see another historic
wall
site.
to wall, maybe about 4 feet
This
short.
one more modern, the first retro-style baseball-only stadium of the modern era, Camden Yards. This is Tim Music for The World on Wheels.